All right, just gonna make sure the stream is going and that we have good audio coming to the stream, everything's playing smoothly, and then we'll be good to go. Let's check on this computer. Cool. All right. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Black Friday deals section. I gotta set this live stream to live so that everyone gets a notification, and we'll kick it off. The goal is to keep this as concise as I can. Like that's the goal. Our goal is to make a comprehensive overview of all the Black Friday deals that I've been able to find so far, and also look for more because during Black Friday right now they're just popping up a lot, and maybe they weren't there yesterday, maybe they are there now. So I'm really curious to see what Black Friday deals are out there right now. It's exciting because I've actually managed to nab 3 really good deals so far that I'll be reviewing and taking a look at, kind of doing like an unboxing overview of the deals of the laptops, I guess you could say. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, looks like we're getting some people hopping into the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over to our overview of the deals section here. Like this is my gaming laptop comparison list, and I've added all the deals I can find right here. At least any of them that are actually worthwhile. Some of the deals on here are not as good as you can see, but I think some of you are very curious what I think about some of these worst deals, so I decided to add them to the list anyway, and then just mark them as not being that great. So that way you can kind of still identify whether a deal is really good or not. Now, just a quick overview of this sheet. There's a link in the description down below to this, but we're going to kind of go over all the deals so you can kind of just follow along, or if you have a computer, you can look at it at the same time. And if you do enjoy this list, the spreadsheet, then please give my channel a subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can bookmark this spreadsheet if you want to be able to do future comparison shopping. I'm working with Steven from Owner Disown to help me manage and maintain the sheet now. So I'm really excited about this sheet, and I think it will help people a lot in the future in deciding which laptops are for them. And please keep in mind, it is a work in progress. We are trying to add all of this new data. We've added new columns on the size and the weight. We're constantly adding new laptops to this list. We're trying to make it as comprehensive as we can. We added a battery life column. We haven't been able to fill out the battery life and check out the battery life on all the laptops yet because there's like 180, 200 laptops on here now or something. It's growing so much. So now I want to make it clear right up front how to use this spreadsheet. The best way to use this spreadsheet is to use this filter button right here. Okay, this filter button will let you decide the price range. It'll let you search for a specific GPU. Like if you want a 3060, you can type in 3060 here in the model, and this will identify any keyword. So if you're looking for these, let's say we want, let's just go with the SCAR 15. Okay, so just hit SCAR 15, hit enter, and that's going to filter all the lists down to the specific listings for the SCAR 15. So you can use that to basically find any specific model or even a GPU type. So if you're looking for the cheapest laptop with an RTX 3080, you can do 3080. And then here's all the laptops that have an RTX 3080 in it. And you can sort by cheapest. And looks like right now, the cheapest one is the GP66 Leopard with the RTX 30. And last time I checked, this was in stock. I think it'll go out of stock because this price is just too insane. I don't see how this is not going to sell out at $17.99. So yeah. Okay, so I see a bunch of people hopping in chat. Let's go ahead and try to answer some questions. Rick asked, should I get the Aura 17G 3080? I think that's an excellent chassis of a laptop, but the cooling in it is not as amazing as some of the newer laptops. So the temperatures aren't bad, but basically, considering the size of the laptop, I was hoping for higher power limits and better overall cooling. So you're not going to get the very best performance out of it, but the quality of the keyboard, if you like mechanical keyboard, the Aura 17G is pretty nice. The touchpad's nice, the display's nice, the chassis is like all metal unibody chassis. I really like that. I really would recommend the Aura 17G with the 3070 in it over the 3080, unless you can get the 3080 on a big discount. So that's kind of my thought on the 17G. Okay. I mean, I think most people will be very happy with the 17G. Just know that you're not going to get as much performance out of it compared to some other laptops with an RTX 3080, like the GP66 Leopard has a higher power limit than the Aura 17G, and it costs a lot less. So that's why if you're going for the most bang for the buck, don't go for the Aura 17G. But if there's other reasons why you like the Aura 17G, it can be an option. Okay. Let's go ahead and do an overview of all of the deals now that we've gotten people into this live stream. And I'm really excited about some of these deals. I managed to nab some pretty crazy deals on what's it called? I got a MSI GF65 for 800, a Oris 15P with a 3060 for 900, and then so basically the deals that were on HID Evolution here. I just kind of point them out to you, but they're all sold out. I don't know how many they had. They didn't have very many. So, but I was able to snag some of these deals. I'm pretty excited about this. So I was able to get one of each of these, but then I went to share this list with everybody, these deals, and they were already sold out. So they only had a few of these probably available for sale. And they had $18.99 for an RTX 3080. These are with last gen processors though, so you have 10th gen Intels with this instead of 11th gen. So that's another reason for the price markdown. So, okay, now that we got a bunch of people on the live stream, let's dive into the very best deals for Black Friday that I've found so far. We're going to go over them on the sheet first, and then at the top of this list right here, you can see I've marked a bunch of tabs at all of the major stores that are likely to have a good deals. And so we're going to go over all of the stores and just look for all the best-selling laptops and see which ones are on sale. And I'm going to try to move through these as quick as I can because I know that you guys trying to find these deals, it can be hectic, and sometimes they sell out really fast. So we're going to go through these. Like I know that I saw an Alienware M15R5 for $14.99 and had an RTX 3070 QHD 240 hertz display with Advanced Optimus, and it's already sold out. Like I found it last night, and it's already sold out by this morning. So that was one of the better deals for sure. Okay, load up on some caffeine, and here we go. Whew. Okay, so the cheapest deal we have so far is a GTX 1650 with an i5 6-core 12-thread processor, 120 hertz display for $599. Let's see, which site is this? We can actually switch to slide view, so this will be a lot easier for everyone to see. And I'll zoom in here so it's also easier for everyone in the chat to see. So $599, Cinematic score 37 times by 35. So fairly weak budget-oriented machine. And you can get this at Dell. So this is the Dell G15. It's already sold out. So this one came and went. Maybe there'll be more, but that's the cheapest super casual gaming laptop. I wouldn't recommend this for hardcore gamers anyway. It's only a GTX 1650, but yeah, that one sold out pretty quickly. Okay, so the Asus stuff, I think this one also sold out as well. Let's just double check it. But this one's pretty good. Is it still sold out, or did it sell out? It was sold out last night. I don't know. Maybe it depends on which location you're in. Yeah, it says find a store. So maybe a store near you would have this one, but $220 off. And this one has an RTX 3050. So I think this is a really good deal for, again, a super casual oriented gamer or someone on a really tight budget. You know, only 8 gigs of RAM though, so you'll want to upgrade that. And the display on this is, I believe, 144 hertz, but there might be some, you know, might not be as high color gamut, and it might not have as much like as quick a response time as some of the more expensive displays. But still, very solid laptop for $679 considering the silicon silicon shortage right now. Taking a look at chat really quick. Anyone buy this Elma 17? So it doesn't. I want to buy the Gigabyte Oris 15P with 3080, 16 gig VRAM. Is it worth it? Yeah, so we're going to go over that deal coming up. And I do think that one is worth it if you can get it in stock. $18.99. I mean, I think the main difference between the Oris 15P 3080 and the GP66 3080 version is that the ports are different, and like the way the laptop is laid out is a bit different. And I think I would prefer the Oris over the GP66 because of the ports. But that's just it's $100 more though. So if you're on a tight budget, I still think the GP66 is the best bang for the buck. Okay, so this deal is the Gigabyte G5. The reason why I only gave it 2 out of 5 is because this really isn't that cheap of a price for a 3050 Ti with a 6-core. I mean, it's okay. It's a higher color gamut display with a better response time, so that's really nice. That's honestly the biggest strength of this is you get a better quality display for the price. So not bad, but I wouldn't call this an amazing deal. It's just I think it's solidly priced to what I think an RTX 3050 Ti is actually worth. Does that make sense? So is the GP66 Leopard 3080 8 gig i7 good? Yeah, I think that's a really good deal. If you're talking about the one I think you're talking about, the one on Newegg for $17.99, I highly recommend it. MSI GF i5 10500H RTX 3060 up to 75 watts, 8 gigs of RAM, so that's a weakness. 512 gig SSD for $849. This deal at Best Buy is probably the best deal that I've seen a lot of people be able to buy. But the thing is, this one is only locally available in certain locations. So again, you're gonna have to check, click this link, look to see if it's available near you at all. Right now it says it's sold out. So again, a lot of sold out deals. So you kind of got to if you find a laptop that you really like, you like the price point, you like the specs, it has positive reviews, and you want to buy a laptop, I would say secure it, and you can always cancel the order later and get a different one if you find a better deal. But the deals are going to sell out pretty quickly. At least the really good deals, the high quality deals, will sell out really quickly today. So I would. That's my general advice if you want to make sure you get a decent deal. Okay. Gigabyte G5 i5 11400H 6-core RTX 3050 75 watt 16 gigs of RAM 512 gig SSD 144 hertz. Again, higher quality display for the money, but this one's actually a little worse than the last one because it's only got a 3050. So I would recommend the other listing that we just went over a second ago. Dell G15, powerful processor, 8-core processor here from Ryzen 5000 series. Uh, Not an amazing display. It's all right. And it's 3050 Ti. So if this had a 3060, I would say it's a steal, but only 3050 Ti makes me go, eh. Also, only 8 gigs of RAM, eh. This is an okay purchase, but I would not, this is not highly recommended. I only give it a 3 out of 5 on my deal rating, even though it's on sale. MSI Sword 15, i7 11800H. So very powerful processor, 3050 Ti, so not that amazing of a GPU, but you're basically kind of blending high CPU power with lower GPU power and only 8 gigs of RAM. So that's, again, not very good. But it's kind of a classy design. $899, I think, is an above average deal for sure, but not an insane deal. Nothing incredible, but I think this one's even sold out already. Let's just double check. What's up, Artur Silvio? Welcome back. Hey, Britt Allen. When's 12th gen? I'm hoping Intel 12th gen launches on CES 2022. Hard to say necessarily because they could wait until later in Q1 or Q2. But the rumor is sometime in Q1 2022 for Intel 12th gen. Also, I want to mention that I did talk about if now is a good time to buy a gaming laptop. So if you want to check out that video, just check out my channel and look back a couple videos back from this live stream, and you'll see it. And I think it's kind of goes over what I think is the predictions for the future technology and whether you should try to go for a deal now or wait for the new tech to come out. And my current recommendation is try to secure a really good deal now. If you can't secure a really good deal, you can wait. Or if you do get a good deal, I do recommend also trying to buy from a place that has a good return policy so that in case new things are announced, you can return it and get something else if you need to. Does the Gigabyte G5 with the RTX 3060 overheat? Emilio, the GPU does not overheat at all. The CPU can get a bit spicy. Therefore, I recommend like power limit throttling it so the temperatures stay lower and undervolting it if you can. Okay, so moving on to the next deal. MSI GF66 Katana, 8-core powerful processor, only a 3050 Ti, 60 watts. Okay, so not that high of a wattage on this. They think this can go up to 75. 16 gigs of RAM, that's really nice. Full HD 144 hertz display. I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is a lower quality 144 hertz display panel again. So that's a big part of why I didn't rate this as highly as the MSI Sword, because the display is clearly not as good. So Gigabyte G5, RTX 3060, up to 105 watts, so we're getting a little bit more powerful of a 3060, like at least above average a little bit. And then a high quality display, once again, 144 hertz with IPS 72% NTSC. That's about 100% sRGB. I value this at 1250 because of the display and the fact that it has a 3060, and you get fully featured RAM. And the processor is also pretty good, 6-core, 12-thread, i5. So pretty solid all around for the money. And this was $999. I don't know if this has been sold out. This originally was sold for $999. So this is $1049 with a $50 rebate card, and this was originally sold for $999 at the beginning of this last year, and then they were selling out like crazy. So they upped the price to $1,200, and they were still selling really well at $1,200. So then now it's on sale, and we're getting the original price from the beginning of 2021. So this is one of my highest rated laptops of the year for like a budget oriented person. This used to also offer a 240 hertz display model for 1099, no 999. I can't remember the exact price, but it was a really good deal. But even still, this is still a much better display than a lot of these other budget laptops have on it. So that's one of the main reasons why I recommend the G5. But just know the chassis is not as premium, like the actual keyboard and like fit and finish of the laptop, not as premium as some of these other laptops. That's kind of what your trade-off. You're getting a better display, not quite as good of a chassis. Okay. If you want a detailed review of the GF66, check Jared's review. Yeah. Alienware X17 i9 3080 4K versus Lenovo 7 i9 3080, same price. Which one did I choose? I actually chose the Lenovo Legion 7i over the Alienware X17 this year. So I had them both, and I actually returned the X17. But I think they're both really good laptops. They both can be pretty expensive. So yeah, it's just kind of up to you whether you think one is worth more than the other. Okay, did I go over this one? GF65, we got a i7, so 6-core processor, 3060. All around decent deal here. Let's go ahead and, is this on Newegg? Where is this at? So yeah, 1149 still in stock. You can get it a rebate down to 1049. I do think this is pretty solid still. I don't think it's an amazing deal. I think it's just solid. So I give it a 3 out of 5. MSI Pulse GL66, i7 11800H 3060. So this is very similar to the GF. It's kind of like the rebranding of it. And this is a $200 value versus market, which is very good. I gave it a 4 out of 5, but in general, this is a more budget-oriented machine, so definitely worth considering, but I wouldn't consider this an instant buy. Asus Tough Dash F15. We got a quad core here, so not that great. And we got a 3060. But the thing is, this chassis, this laptop, the Tough Dash, is very thin. And the keyboard and touchpad is very nice. The display has some ghosting on it, though. So that's the downside. And it's 144 hertz still, and it's pretty bright. And unless you're a very competitive gamer, I don't think you'll mind the ghosting very much. So overall, I think this is a very good casual gaming laptop, but definitely wouldn't recommend this to people that need the multi-core performance like 6 or 8 cores, because games like Warzone, Battlefield 5, they can take advantage of those extra cores and push out higher frame rates because they're CPU-bound games. So it just depends. And it depends on which situation you are in the games. Like in the cities environments, the CPU matters a lot more, and that's when a quad-core i7 really hurts your performance inside of games. So you got to be mindful of ideally getting at least 6 cores, or well, at least get 6 cores ideally, and then the best obviously is getting a 8-core CPU for the best performance. Now we have the Alienware M15 R6. This a deal. Let's see if this deal is still going on. This is a deal I found and added last night. So this one is still going, not sold out yet. So if you're after one of these machines that has kind of like a fancier RGB, you're probably going to need to upgrade the RAM if you want to get optimal performance, but you're going to have a high quality display here with a higher powered RTX 3060 for 1175. So I think this is a good deal. This is the cheapest Alienware deal I've seen so far. So if you like Alienware products and you're looking to get one of those this year, this is the best Black Friday deal for the Alienware lineup so far on the budget side. Is it worth waiting until Cyber Monday to get a laptop, or is it too risky? Glee Club, I think that you will see a lot of deals between now and, let's say, the next 2 weeks. And so, like, if you're not desperate to buy, like, I wouldn't say you necessarily have to buy right now, but I think right now is a really good time to buy if you find a deal that you love. You know what I mean? Like, no pressure to buy, really, because it's not like there won't be deals tomorrow. There'll still be deals tomorrow. There'll still be deals the day after that. But like some of the deals will be like very limited number of laptops will be sold and they'll be sold out, and then you'll have to pay like $100 or $200 more for the same laptop once that initial deal price runs out. So, all right. So this is the next deal, the Aorus 15P i7 11800H. We got an RTX 3060 with 115 watts, 16 gigs. So we get basically fully featured machine, 240 hertz display, high quality display, high quality 3060, and a high quality Intel chip. This is the first machine on the list at the cheapest price point where I go, you won't need to upgrade anything after you buy it. You'll just be happy owning it and just enjoy the product. You know, like all of the previous ones, almost all of the previous ones that we've talked about have something like only 8 gigs of RAM. Maybe the display is not super high end. Maybe it has a really low wattage RTX 3060 or something like that. You know, like there's always something in that. Even the Alienware one, you know, I think only had 8 gigs of RAM. So you're gonna probably want to upgrade the RAM. But this one, you don't have to do anything. $1,200. You got a fully featured laptop, and it's a high quality machine. You'll probably be very happy with it for many years. Being able to play, like right now, you could basically be able to play almost all games on high or ultra settings with this laptop. Certain games you'll have to turn down to like medium to medium high right now, but you know, and as you know, time goes on, you're gonna need to turn the settings down more and more sooner. Say it if you compared to if you bought like a 3070 or 3080 laptop, which will last you a bit longer before you have to turn the settings down. But still, I think even like 4 or 5 years from now, this laptop will be able to play games on like medium or low settings really, really well. So I think a lot of people will be very happy with this laptop long term. Lenovo Legion 5 RTX 3070, 8-core Ryzen with 3060 up to 130 watt. This is another fantastic overall deal right here. And this is from B&H Photo with a high quality full HD 165 hertz. Again, downside, only 8 gigs of RAM. So you're going to have to buy a stick of RAM to put in this. So that's kind of a bummer. Leo C asks, do you have any thoughts on the Asus Strix G15 Advantage Edition with QHD display listed on Best Buy right now? Ooh, is it listed? I heard that it was coming. I hadn't heard that it was actually available yet. Let's take a look. QHD. Oh, okay, so it's right here. It says coming soon. Ooh, this looks juicy. Seriously, this looks pretty awesome. So it's not available yet. The coming soon product. I have a Strix Advantage Edition down below, but it has a 1080p 300 hertz display, which I'd much rather have a QHD display, you know, if I was buying it. So you get Ryzen 9 5980HX, so you get a little bit better processor in this one too than most of the Ryzen 5000 series. So this would be one to potentially consider down the road. But 1649 versus most of the Black Friday sales we're seeing right now, I feel like most of the Black Friday sales may be a little bit better bang for the buck, or at least a lot of them are. Like the really good ones are, at least. But still, I think this is going to be a great value whenever it comes out. So even at the retail price, it's still, I would value this at like probably 1750. So you're still above, even at 1649, maybe even $1,800. I might even put the value at this one for like around $1,800. So um, definitely one to consider down the line. I'm very curious what the RAM is, if the RAM's going to be the slower RAM on it or not. But overall, that one's certainly one to consider. Okay, let's keep moving through these because I know you guys are trying to probably get in, find a great deal, and get out. So this deal is available on BH Photo for this Legion 5. I think it's going to sell out almost for sure if it hasn't sold out already. I think it's like $150 to $200 off for a Legion 5. Okay, so it's still in stock as of right now, but this is a deal that I think is certainly worth selling out. So, because normally this laptop would be about $1,300 to $1,400. So definitely a very nice deal to consider. Okay, next up, Omen 17T. We got a 6-core i5, RTX 3060 up to 130 watts, 16 gigs of RAM, very nice. 512 gig, full HD, 144 hertz. I really love the keyboard touchpad on the Omen series. They're very premium feeling. The laptop as a whole feels very satisfying to use, I think. So this is certainly one to consider if you need a 17-inch laptop. I think a lot of people will be very happy with this one just because of like the you just feel like you're using a more expensive laptop when it's not priced that high. Um, I wonder if this one's sold out or if the deal's continued. Let me just double check it. Just joining in, not sure if you covered it, but many thoughts on the Legion 7 Slim for $14.99. So the Legion 7 Slim was available for $12.99. Siddharth, and I actually bought one. I actually have one downstairs. I was gonna do an I'm gonna when I get some time, I'm gonna try to do some more live stream unboxings and overviews of laptops. Um, so that's one that I'll be doing. Ooh, this one's another $100 off. Maybe let's just double check that all the settings are the same. So I might have to mark the price on this down to $11.49. Um, so this was $12.49. Today it's $11.49. Uh, very nice. So if you wanted to get a 3070 with an 8-core, you'd be paying $14.09. Oh, and you need to get so if you get QHD RTX 3070 with an 8-core is $15.99. That's a pretty good price. Let's see here. Compared to Best Buy's pricing, I think that's $100 cheaper than what Best Buy is offering right now on the Omen 17T. Let me just double check that because that is yeah, so that's $100 cheaper. So right now HP is $100 cheaper than Best Buy, but the main advantage to buying from Best Buy is their warranty and return policy. So yeah, I would definitely consider this is a good option if you're looking for a 17-inch. Now I have not been able to get the Omen 17T in hand yet, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and update the price on the Omen 17T and see if I wanted to compare all the different configurations of the Omen 17T. I can just type in Omen 17T, hit enter, and you can see that we've got 3 listings for the Omen 17T right now, and I just need to drop the price on all 3 of them down $100 because it's another $100 off compared to what it was. So very nice deal overall. I think this 3070 is the sweet spot, or if you're on a tight budget, the 3060 is also a good option because as you go up in price, it tends to cost a bit more. So $11.49 for that one. That's really nice. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and clear the filter that I have. So go back to this view. We're gonna go to here. I think we were on 17. So we're just gonna jump over to slide number 17. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Well, now here's the Aero 15 OLED. We got the i7 8 core with the 3060 up to 105 watts, 16 gigs, 1 terabyte, 4K OLED for $12.49. If you do not need a high refresh rate display, or if you use an external monitor when you game and you just want a really bright display on your laptop, boom, right here. Really high value for your money, and a high quality overall chassis and experience, I think. GP66 Leopard from Newegg. I believe you're talking about the RTX 3080. Marcy, we're about to talk to that. We're going to talk about that one very soon. We're creeping up to the $1,700 price point. Is the Asus ROG Strix G17 okay? Yeah, I really like the Strix G17. I don't know what the pricing on it that you're talking about though. I prefer either getting like the 3060 version of that should be around 1,300, 1,400 for a good deal, and the 3070 version should be around I think $1,600 to $1,700, at least $100 or $200 off, ideally. Is it worth it to cut on processor and get an i5 for an RTX 3000 series video card on a laptop? Dimitar, I think you can get really good performance if you pair like an Intel i5 with a RTX 3060 in the vast majority of games. I think it's still a really good deal. All right, so here we have the Legion 5 Ryzen 7 5800H RTX 3060 up to 130 watt. Very nice. 1 terabyte SSD, Full HD 144 hertz. And this is available from Newegg and from so Newegg is 1349. This is a 17-inch, so I believe this is 17-inch. Yeah, I think yeah, so 17-inch. And I think this is also Micro Center. So is this sold out? Looks like it might be sold out. Yeah, you have to do a store pickup. It's out of stock in all the stores. So, oh, there's a couple of Micro Center stores that are still in stock, but I don't think you can order this online anymore. All right. ROG Zephyrus M16, i7 11800H 3050 Ti. This is just a really weak GPU for this $1299 price point. I think this should be priced a bit cheaper to be a really good deal. Let's keep going. Delta 15, Ryzen 7 5800H RX 6700M with an 11 or 75 to 110 watts, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, full HD 240. This is a fully featured laptop with a very powerful GPU. So it's going to compete between an RTX 3060 and 3070 and primarily be competing with the 3070, especially in certain games that are like more optimized for Radeon graphics cards, like in Red Dead Redemption, for example. You're going to see potentially even better performance out of this RX 6700M than a RTX 3070. So it just depends on the game, the game engine optimization and stuff like that. But very lightweight overall chassis, and you're just getting, I think, just a huge amount of bang for the buck here. So if you like MSI as a brand, and you're interested, this thing looks awesome to you. I don't know if you like the green. I don't know if you can change the color on the keyboard or not. I personally don't know about how I feel about the green. I guess that's what they're going for on this one. But overall, I think most people will be very happy with the gaming performance that this will provide for a $1299 price point. So definitely one to consider if you're in that right around that price point. Fully featured machine, no upgrades required to be happy with it. So Legion 5, Ryzen 7 5800H, 3060 up to 130 watts, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, Full HD, 165 hertz. $1299. I'm estimating a $1,500 value. So again, a very nice deal, and you can get this. It looks like from that's the same Micro Center listing, but there's also a Lenovo listing. Let's see if you can actually get it right now. Is it actually available? So it's not on sale right now, so we have to knock this off of our list of sales. Some of these deals, run out and they're only for like a day or two, and then they're gone. They're back to normal pricing. So or they get sold out. We're gonna have to keep the list updated. Looking to get an Intel i9 and a 3070, 3080. Any recommendations? Yeah, so what's your price point? I guess that would be the main thing there. So if you're looking for an i9, you probably like the i9s that you're kind of limited. I would search for i9 here and hit enter. And then you'll get all the laptops that have an i9 processor in the list. And you can look through the pricing. So right here, the Zephyrus M16 with an RTX 3060 is only $1499 with an i9. That's really nice with a QH, basically a 16 by 10 QHD display. If you want a 3070, you have the GS76 with an i9 and a 3070 for $2199. I do have this laptop downstairs. That's a 300 hertz version. And I do like it a lot. It's this version right here, 360 hertz. But I was able to get it for 2,000, which I think is a better deal. So those are kind of the options. The way I would search, if you're looking for a specific processor model, you can type that in on the model, and then you can kind of search for what's the cheapest or the best deals that way. Any reported issues with the MSI Delta 15 hinge quality? Also, the RGB color can be changed, I think. Okay. Yeah, if I hope you can change the color to like make it red or blue or different colors, but I'm not sure. I haven't verified that, but it looked like a lot of people, at least on the user reviews, are very positive with the Delta 15. And I did get my hands on with it at the local Best Buy here, and it seemed like your typical. It seemed like a GS66, but with like a slightly more budget trims. Like I felt like the keyboard had a slightly more budgetish feel to it. Like it was more like it was a similar layout to the GS66, but almost like the GF65 style keyboard. Or I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but it had a more plasticky feel rather than like a more premium feel to it. But overall, it still seemed like a great bang for the buck, and I think a lot of people are very happy with this. So, okay, we're on right here, I believe. So we got a G15 Ryzen 9 5900HX, the RTX 3060, 130 watt, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig SSD, full HD 300 hertz. That's some powerhouse specs. Unfortunately, the 300 hertz is only going to really be applicable in a handful of games like, you know, Fortnite or something, but and it looks like it's already not on sale anymore, but 14.99 is still a pretty good price, but this is the kind of deal that's not really going to sell out, so I wouldn't say you're in any hurry to buy this because it's not really a deal. So it's still a decent value right there, but I don't know. It's not on sale anymore, so we need to remove it from the sale list. Okay. Alienware M15R5, Ryzen 7 5800H, RTX 3060, QHD 240 Hz, 1 terabyte SSD, 16 gigs of RAM. This thing is a fully featured, insane laptop for only $14.99, and it's sold out already. So it's too bad. It's too bad. Sorry, this deal's already sold out. So I listed this on the sheet last night, and then it just boom gone. So highly would have recommended this one if it wasn't sold out. Now, this one is a very interesting deal. This is the cheapest laptop with an i9 that has a 3060 in it. So, if you're a fan of something that's like more portable, you want a 16 by 10 display that's really high quality. This one was overpriced, I think, at $1849. I wouldn't recommend it buying at that price, but at $14.99, I think it's a very good deal overall. And I think a lot of people will be very happy with this machine long term. Oris 15P, i7 11800H, RTX 3070. So we got the 3070 version here for 1549, 1 terabyte, 16 gigs. So again, fully featured, no upgrades required, great display, 1449 or 1549. I think this is a really, really good deal. Overall, it's going to be one of the cheaper RTX 3070s, fully featured. But I wouldn't call this an insane deal. It's just like it's really good. So definitely one to consider if your price range is like right around the $1,500 price point. All right. You want to know what the best gaming laptop for $1,700 is? Uh, I would say probably the GP66. This is another great deal. We've got a QHD display this time, 100% Adobe RGB, very high color gamut display, RTX 3070 up to 100 watts of power, Ryzen 9 5900HS, very thin. Not a 16 by 10 display though. That's the main difference between the M16 and this G15. And then this is also featuring a Ryzen processor instead of Intel. But I believe this deal has already sold out. So maybe it's not sold out near you. Maybe your store has this if you go to your local Best Buy. But this would be one to consider if the local Best Buy has not been sold out where you live. Omen 17T i7 11800H 3070 QHD display 1599. That's very juicy as well, especially since it's a high power RTX 3070. So you're getting a little bit thicker machine, a little bit beefier than say something like the G15. It's a 17-inch display, but you're also getting noticeably more power. So and you are going to scale up your power at the RTX 3070, going from like say 80 to 100 watts up to 140 watts. Do you think I'll review the Omen 17? I really want to. I don't have a plan to review it at this time, but I might in the near future. It depends. The thing is, like, we're kind of entering the end of this current gen for laptop tech, and so it makes it harder for me to like put tons of effort into like making a whole bunch of reviews on tech that's about to be, you know, uh, moved out of the cycle. They'll be on the new set of laptops coming in. So you want to know the GP66? Don't worry, it's coming up really soon. The Omen 15T, 6-core i7, 3070 up to 100 watts, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig, 300 hertz display. That's very nice. But overall, this is not an insane deal. It's like okay. Like it's a little bit better than okay. I would say it's slightly above average. Maybe it should be a 3-star deal rating instead of a 4, but it's the 300 hertz display is really nice. The fact that we have a MUX is really good for esports gaming, but it's only a 6-core processor, so that kind of also limits us a bit. But certainly one to consider. Not one of my top selections though. Omen 16. Ooh, look at that white chassis. I love laptops with white chassis. I don't know why, but very very cool look to this one. We've got an i7 8-core, 11800H, RTX 3070 up to 125 watts, 16 gigs of RAM with dual channel, 1 terabyte SSD, QHD 165 hertz, 300 nits. Very nice. 1699 price point though is not amazing, but this is definitely one to consider. Again, if you're an HP fan. GE66 i7 10700, so last gen i7, RTX 2070 Super 125 watt, 32 gigs RAM is really good. The 2070 Super is not amazing given the prices, because an RTX 3060 can outperform this one. So given the price here, I just can't think that this is worth it at $1749. Can't really recommend this deal if you come across it. So look for a lower price, probably around $1,300. I would start considering this a good deal again. GP66. This is the deal of Black Friday so far. The best deal that I've found. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm surprised it hasn't sold out. They must have a ton of these units because I've gotten a bunch of messages from people saying, I'm excited. I got the GP66 for $17.99. This is incredible gaming performance on this machine for the money. We've got, I think it's up to 135 watts on the RTX 3080, which is going to give you the majority of wattage you need to pull out, close to peak performance from that 3080. You look at the time spy for this one, and we got 12,700 on this time spy. And here's the Reddit post that got that score. So here's the GP66 3080 with an i7 11800H. And oh, he looks like he deleted the image, but I captured the performance, I guess, before he deleted the image. 12,738. But I think he probably overclocked it a little bit to be able to get this. So you're probably looking at more like 12,200 or something. But for the money, I think this is going to be one of the highest values per dollar, if around the $1,700-$1,800 price point. So really, really nice. It could use a USB-C port. Yeah, no, that's probably the biggest weakness of this laptop is the ports. So if you really need a USB-C port or a Thunderbolt port, that's the things you're giving up to get this laptop. If you need an SD card slot, I don't think this has an SD card slot. Let's take a quick look. But look at this, five eggs, 5 out of 5 eggs on the reviews here. That's pretty insane on the reviews. Very positive. I really enjoyed the GP66 that I reviewed. It had really great performance in my reviews. It had fast memory, a good display. I really liked it, and I can highly recommend it to people, especially at this price point. This is the most insane deal for Black Friday that a lot of people are going to be able to find. So, what are your thoughts on the GP66 RTX 3080 versus the Aorus 15P RTX 3080? I think that's a good question. Let's go ahead and just hop over to the Aorus 15P, and we can kind of compare these side by side. So the Aorus 15P 3080. Oh, it's sold out now. Oh no, this maybe it won't be sold out near you, but the main difference. So this, I don't think this was sold out earlier when I checked it. But the main difference is the ports. This one has better ports than the GP66. You've got a mini display port. Let's see what all the ports. Here's the ports. So you've got an SD card reader on this one. You've got a USB-C with Thunderbolt 4, a mini display port, and so you just don't have all of these ports on the GP66. That's probably the main difference. That said, you do have fast USB 3.2 Gen 1s. So it's not like the 3.2 Gen 1s are bad. They're going to be able to do a lot of things like via good USB hub and stuff like that. You can use those you can still use those for a lot of peripherals just fine. It's just a lot of people like using Thunderbolt 4 or USB-C because they have like this right here. Right here is a USB-C hub where you plug in the just one thing and you can have like an SD card reader, HDMI, multiple USBs coming out of just one connection that you plug in, when you get home. So uh, that's the main difference there. Alienware X15. Hey, sir, what's your opinion about the Predator Helios 300? It's got an i7. Okay. Uh, what's your opinion on the Acer Predator Helios 300 with an i7 10750H RTX 3070 for 1350? Hmm. I feel like that's going to be a pretty good buy for 1350. I don't think it's going to be an insane buy, but that's because it's a 10th gen Intel. That's the main downside. And also, I feel like the Acer Predator Helios design hasn't really been updated to match, for example, how innovative like the Asus designs are, or the MSI designs, or the Lenovo designs. Like the Acer Predator Helios has been the same laptop for a couple of years now, and it was innovative a couple of years ago, and now it feels like they just haven't updated it. So I think that's my main downsides to it. But that certainly seems like a solid bang for the buck. But I think the 3070 is a pretty low power wattage as well. So be mindful of that as well. So anyway, all right, let's move on to the next deal here. The Alienware X15, we're looking at 1862. Wow. This is the cheapest I've seen the Alienware X15 so far. With an RTX 3070 for 110. Is this still in sale? Let's see if this is still for sale, if this is not sold out yet. I would expect this to sell out. Okay, so it's still available. $718 off of their retail price. Realistically, this was going for about $2,400 most of the year. So, I mean, still, I think this is an absolutely insane deal. If you like the design, if you like how thin it is, if you're going for something more portable, this is pretty heavy though, and it's got a lot of I don't know. The X15 is not for everyone. I'm not saying this is a great bang for the buck. It's just a good deal compared to what it's normally priced at. You get the advanced Optimus with 360 hertz G-Sync display. That's very juicy, right? So this is something to consider if you want something super premium, Razer-esque, in terms of quality of the touchpad, keyboard. I like the Alienware series in general, and this is their most premium lineup, and this is the best price I've seen on it so far. So, okay, so this is the Aorus 15P 3080, 130 watt. This was a very good deal, I think, but it's sold out now. Alienware M15R4, a 10th gen Intel i7 with an RTX 3080 for 32 gigs of RAM in this too. $19.99. Let's see if this has 30. I didn't think this had 32 gigs of RAM, but if it does, that's even more insane. 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, it does have 32 gigs of RAM. Oh, now the price has jumped up. Now we're looking at $22.53. So the sale on this one's done. Oh, that's too bad. But this was available last night for $19.99. Aura 17G, i7 11800H, RTX 3080, 105 watts. So this is a 90 to 105 watt. 32 gigs of RAM. That's very nice. Only 512 gig SSD. That's very small. A good quality display, 300 hertz. 2349. I think is a very fair price for it, but I wouldn't call it an insane deal. I feel like an insane deal for this one would have been more like 2200, 2100. Probably would be a really insane deal. Looks like it's sold out anyway. Is there another link to this? Let's see if it's on Adorama. Yeah, no, it's there. So they're 2349. It's one to consider if you really want a metal chassis. That's like the main focus. Like this thing is a rigid, ultra rigid unibody chassis. That's like the biggest thing this has going for it, and a mechanical keyboard. So really great port selection as well if you're looking for some really good ports. Okay, let's go ahead and close some of these out because we're getting too many tabs open. What is the best gaming laptop for Fortnite at about $1,500? I'll answer that question here in here. We'll just go ahead and answer it real quick. We're on number 37, but let's go ahead and answer that question. So we're looking at $1,500. So what you want to do, you go to the filter button. You do, let's say 1550. Okay. and we'll just we'll just put, I don't know, 1100 as the minimum. Okay, so we're going to filter from 1100 to 1550. All right, now this is going to reduce it down to 55 items. Okay, but then we can sort. Okay, we can sort this by, let's say, by time spy GPU. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's going to put the, I think we need to make this so it's descending. So we want it to be the opposite of that. We want descending. All right. So there's our most powerful right there in terms of most powerful laptop under $1,500 right now, for Time Spy at least, is the Alienware M15R5. Now, and that's with a QHD 240 hertz. So this would have been perfect, honestly, for Fortnite 1500. This one's gonna be a good option. 15p i7 11800H with a 3070. This a 240 hertz display, that's gonna be great for esports. For 1549, that one will play Fortnite really, really well. Zephyrus G15, this one's sold out, but this one would have been a pretty good option as well for Fortnite. Not quite as fast of a display though. If you go on the cheaper side, you got the Delta 15. This should play Fortnite pretty well, but the drivers, when I tried Fortnite on the 6800M, the drivers for Fortnite didn't like the Radeon GPUs yet. Maybe they've been improved since for Fortnite. Let's see here. Any other options here? I mean, those are probably the best ones right around here. Um, Probably this Aorus 15P would be the one I recommended you, 1549. But if you want to go for one that's cheaper, honestly, even this Aorus 15P with a 3060 would play Fortnite really, really well for 1200. So I think this is going to be a great. I really like the Aorus 15P deal overall for a lot of people. It's just going to provide as much bang for buck as like a $1,500 laptop at $1,200. So, all right, we're almost done with the deals here. Let's go back. So we're sorting here. We need to sort by price, and we need to go to ascending. All right, and we were on the HP Omen 17T right here. 2609. I wouldn't call this any kind of an insane deal at all, really, but it's if you're a high budget user and you just want to maximize your performance, not performance per dollar, it's an option. Same for the Lenovo Legion 7i. I don't know if this is still on sale. I haven't double checked it for a couple days, but this is my laptop of the year, the Legion 7i, and it was like basically like $200 or $300 off. Looks like it is still $360 off for the Legion 7i. So I don't know why I put this on the list for $1439. I don't know why it's not on the list. Let's maybe I accidentally didn't get put up there. Johnny Saxon with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much. Can you review the Asus Vivo Flip 14? Sorry, Gliz. I focus on gaming laptops. I don't think that one has a GPU. It's not a gaming focused machine. Asus Zephyrus G15 3070 versus the Asus Strix G17 3070 versus Alienware 5900HX with 3070. Which one do you recommend? Well, they're all almost the same price. I'd probably go with the Alien. It just depends on what games you play. I don't know. I guess I would probably go Strix G17. If it was me, my money, I'd go Strix G17 3070 between those three, because I like a 17-inch display. But they're honestly, all three would be good if they're roughly the same price. It's a tough decision. Kind of, I guess, do you want something more portable? Then go with the 15-inch ones. If you want something, more powerful or like larger display, then go with the Strix G17. Do you have any random stuttering issues on the 2021 Ryzen Strix Scar units? Mine and thousands of others on Reddit are having stuttering issues that happens 4 to 6 times a day. Asus refuses to acknowledge the issue. Hassan, I've been using my Asus Strix Scar 15 for 10 months now, and I don't know what you're talking about. I've had no problems at all. It functions perfectly. Um, yeah, I don't know. Is the MSI GF65 thin 3060 Intel Core i5 GeForce 3060 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte option for 1360. I mean, that's a lot of RAM and a lot of storage for 1360. Although that's probably a pretty decent deal. I don't know. Dr. Drizzy, what would be a good replacement for the Alienware M17 R3 Intel 2070 Super? Mine got damaged. Was thinking about getting an AMD. Any suggestions? So it depends on what your price point is, Dr. Drizzy. I think so. You had a 17-inch, so you're probably looking for a 17-inch now. So, I mean, the Omen. I haven't reviewed the Omen 17T, but that's a really good deal right now for a 17-inch. And there's also some of these Legion laptops that are 17 inches as well. But the deals that I would focus on the most are going to be the ones with the biggest market value versus market. So if I sort by that, is I click sort value versus market, and then I do descending, it'll give me the best deals at the very top. So you can see the Alienware M15 R5 was my number one deal for Black Friday so far at $701 over my value estimation. The GP66 is the next best deal. The Alienware X15 for 1862 would be the third. And then you have the Aorus Alienware M15 and oh yeah, I gotta get the Legion 7i. I gotta get the 7i up here because there should be a. I should be able to get the Legion 7ai 3060 and put it up here at the top of the list because it should be a lot higher than where it's at right now. So this needs to just be set to. Wait, it's here. Why isn't it? Oh, okay. So maybe I don't know how I missed it. Where is it? Here it is. I don't know why we didn't talk about it, but this is an insane deal, I think, for the quality of the machine that you're getting. An i7 11800H RTX 3060 up to 330 watts, 16 gigs, QHD display with 16 by 10, really bright, awesome display. And the keyboard and the chassis and the overall fit and finish of the machine is just top notch. Um, Highly recommend checking this one out. This would be one of my top picks just from a uh, quality machine perspective, for sure. And if you switch the processor over to this one plus $400, that's when you get the 2799 for the i9. So this is like the if you want to spend a lot of money and get a really high-end machine right now, this is going to be one of the best bang for the bucks for like the upper end of the machines. And I think, in my opinion, this is currently the most powerful laptop that you can buy, at least the most powerful laptop I've ever tested. So 2799 for that, I think is really really good. And I do have that laptop right here. That's what this laptop is, right here. And I do use like basically I still have all my personal files and I do a lot of my video editing on my Scar 15 right now. But my Legion 7i is kind of my gaming machine. So when I'm like actually going to play games like Apex Legends and stuff like that, I'll oftentimes just switch to the Legion 7i to play the games. I still sometimes play on the Scar 15. It just depends on the situation. But um, the main difference between the Scar 15 and the Legion 7i is the Legion 7i can just get higher FPS in those esport games because it has the Mux switch, it has the i9 processor, which is a little bit faster, which I really, really like. The main downside to the Legion 7i, the all metal chassis can get warm after an extended gaming session, where the Scar 15 just stays cool because it's a plastic chassis, like I don't know what the material exactly is called. It's like this special plastic blend. So that's why I kind of like the Scar 15 from a general usability. It never ever warms up and has good battery life, and I like the software for the Scar 15, like the Asus Armory Crate, and I like the display quality, like the higher color gamut display on the Scar 15 is better for video editing. So that's kind of why I haven't switched everything over yet, though it's also because I've been very caught up in different things. So, okay. Best gaming laptop budget $2,000, Amazon only. Okay, so I'm not sure about Amazon only, Mr. Football News. I haven't done a deep dive on Amazon yet. So, real quick before we end the live stream, this is going to be the last segment basically. I just want to go through all the major stores and refresh looking for any crazy deals that are going on right now because they're shifting them around a lot. Um, so we're going to go to the gaming laptop here at Best Buy, see if there's any that are coming up. See any new ones? See, I don't think Best Buy is going to be shifting them around today. I haven't seen any new ones compared to yesterday, you know? So, and wow, a lot of these are sold out now. Yeah, I think this deal is going to sell out soon. This Aorus 15P. It's just too good of a laptop at this price point. I think this is going to sell out. I mean, this is tied for one of my very top picks for $1,200. If your budget's around $1,200, that's right up there with the best of the best. Um, yep. So right now, the best deals currently on Best Buy that are actually in stock: the Aorus 15P, and then the Delta 15 MSI Delta. This one's insane. I really like that, and the Aorus 15P. Both of those are really really good deals. This Alienware M15R5, also I think a good deal, but not an insane deal. As more of the deals sell out, this one might become more of a priority for people because I do think this is still kind of underpriced compared to the value. So you're getting a good bang for the buck on that one as well. Okay, does the GP66 have a mux? Yes, it does. Football news. All right, so let's keep going through. So that's Best Buy. Let's go ahead and go on to Newegg. Now, I did include links down below to all of these different websites if you want to kind of do your own research and look for deals and maybe I missed something, or maybe a new deal has popped up. You can check those out. So featured items should feature all of the best deals as well. Here's the GP66. I think this is the best deal around the $1,700-$1,800 price point that hasn't sold out yet. And I do think that this will sell out. Again, the main reason not to buy this is if you need a USB-C port or an SD card slot, because I don't think it has either of those. Um, the Gigabyte G5, if this is the RTX 3060, this is a pretty good deal. Yeah, so this is one to consider. If you're a $1,000 price point hard limit, probably the best one still available under $1,000 because you get a RTX 3060 with a good display. A lot of people will be very happy with budget gaming on this machine. If the gaming experience is your priority, good deal right here. Moving through, nothing else right here is jumping out at me as insanely good deals or anything. Just kind of look through those. All right, checking out Dell's website. So there again, links in the description to all of these. Um, this is where I found those Alienware deals last night. Let's see if they've upgraded these. Oh, they even tell you what percentage of these have sold out. Okay, so they have a Alienware M15R5 right now with a Ryzen 7. Let's go and zoom in so it's easier to see. So this one is $380 off right now and 165 hertz, 1080p display, so good display. Great processor, mediocre GPU, but good display. Only 8 gigs of RAM, only 256 gig SSD. This is not that good of a deal. It's okay. If you really want an Alienware M15 and that you don't need a 3060, then it's okay. If it had 3060, I'd be like, boom, that great deal, but only 3050 Ti, so too bad. M15R6 with a 3070 i7 11800H. Does this have 16 gigs of RAM? This one could be a decent deal as well. Nothing insane, but oh, it's a QHD 240 hertz. Oh, 16 gigs of RAM. Ooh, 1 TB. All right, this one's a good deal right here. Yeah, this one's definitely like a really solid deal. 1699. So if you're looking for a 240 hertz QHD as your priority with G-Sync and Advanced Optimus, boom, right here. Very nice, very nice. Again, link in the description down to the Dell page where you can pick this up. It's this. I don't think this one's on the sheet right now, but I should probably add it. Let me check and see if it's on the sheet. Um, Let me just filter it because it's easier to find these if I just filter it. A laptop 1650 i7 for 800. That's okay. I wouldn't call it great glitz LOL. Um, Okay. Is this thing on the list? I don't think this thing's on the list, so let's go ahead and just I mean, this thing's going to sell out real quick. So if you actually want to get this, I wouldn't wait to buy it because I think it's going to sell out. Um, let's see here. i7-11800H. I mean, I don't know if this is really that much better of a deal than the GP66 with an RTX 3080 for $100 more. Probably not. I would probably get the GP66 over this one. But if you really want the QHD 240 hertz, like you really want a QHD 240 hertz, that's the key feature here that really makes this one stand out to me. 16 gigs, 1 TB SSD, and then let's see what else this one had on it. Right, it was a QHD 240 hertz. Ooh, that is so nice. And it is $16.99. Yeah, that's a great price. Um, $16.99. And I would, well, for the value on this one, I'd because of the QHD 240 hertz, I'd say it's at least 2,000 for the value. Maybe even 2,200. I'm gonna say, I don't know. I think traditionally this would be sold for about 2,200. And just that QHD 240 hertz is really, really good. Let me go ahead and okay. Let me just set the link up here for this so it's on, I can update the sheet. It's a bit more of a process running everything through this. But that's okay. Good deal on the 17-inch. I would take a look at the Omen 17. That's like about $300 discounted right now. So that would be one to consider. And I'm not going to be able to fill out everything on this, but I'm going to give this a 5-star deal rating. And at least 1 thumb up, potentially 2 thumbs up. I think most people would be super happy. Like this worth buying rating is how happy I think people will be with the product, after they buy it. And I think people will be very happy with that product. We're going to put discount. All right. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to put this up there so that way people can immediately start, uh, you know, find the link on the sheet if you just refresh it here in a moment. Oh, I have the wrong sorting, but well, it's right now it's sorted by value versus market. I'm going to do by price though, so that way it's there we go. Because whenever I publish the list, it publishes it with whatever view I have on the list. So, what's up, nerdy? Welcome to the stream, man. Been a little while. I'm doing really well. Just had a fun Thanksgiving with the family. Um, all right. So moving on. Any other good deals here at Dell? 832 for a 3050 Ti, 120 hertz 256, 250 nits. That's really not a standout deal. 3050 Ti, that's a bit better. These deals are a little bit better. Again, links to this in the description. I wouldn't say these are insane deals because they have only 8 gigs of RAM, but they're solid value. They're not bad. Solid value. Nice 8-core CPU here with a 3050 though. Eh, giving up so many, like when you go under $1,200, you end up like just doing a lot of trade-offs with like having to not have 16 gigs of RAM or a crappy display, or it's hard to get the whole package for under $1,000. Yeah, okay. Ooh, here's a nice deal. All right. Alienware M15 R4 1567 with a 3070. That's going to be a high watt 3070 with 144 hertz display with it. G-Sync and advanced optimism. What? That's also very nice. 1567. Okay. So and you can see this one's been sold out, 60% sold out now. So this is going to sell out most likely pretty soon. Again, there's a link in the description down below if you need it. So is this a good one? The Omen 17T 11800H 3070 QHD 165 hertz. Yeah, Chiro Vet. I think that's a good deal. I think a lot of people will be very happy with that laptop. Just picked up that Alienware. Thanks for adding to the list. Yeah, no problem, Stamos. Okay, so Alienware M17. So you get a 17-inch chassis for 1665, 3060. Only a 3060 for that price. Dang. Okay. 360 hertz display though. G-Sync. So this is gonna be a direct connection, really crappy battery life. Only a 256 gig SSD. Nah, that's not a great deal. It's okay, not a great deal. Hey, there's the Alienware X15 right there. So 1861 right there. That's a good deal. Not a good deal. This is the older gen, 2070 Super for 2000. Not a good deal. It's not a good deal. Alienware M15. Looking through these, not seeing any amazing deals. Here's an Alienware X17. This one's almost sold out. We've got an i9 11980HK with an RTX 3080, 4K 120 hertz display. So this is basically the one that I bought myself. 89% claim. So they might have one or two of these left, I'm guessing. Only a handful of these left. 2939. If you're after the Alienware X17 Max spec model, this should be a pretty good deal right now. Yeah, I'd say 2939 is a good deal. I wouldn't say it's insane, but not, when you go to the really high end of the spectrum for like max price laptops, that's about as good a deal as you get on that kind of tech. So I would say that would be worth buying if you really want an Alienware X17 max spec. But this is going to sell out. I wouldn't be surprised if this is sold out within the hour right here. Okay, we're moving on to BH Photo. Let's see what BH Photo's got for us. That's all of Dell's stuff. Lenovo 15-inch 1650. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is an IdeaPad. Interesting. A $3,000 laptop with a half terabyte SSD is a bit dumb. I agree, Artur. Have you found any insane deals, Nerdy? Yeah, I've definitely found some insane deals. Okay. Check out this deal. Okay, if you're in the market for like a $600 laptop, ooh, you get a 256 gig and a 1 terabyte HDD for this price. That's pretty nice. I'm guessing it's only a 60 hertz display. It's a quad core i5. Ooh, that's not amazing. But I mean, it's a budget laptop, right? If you're looking for something just to be able to play games at a really cheap budget, this is one of the more fairly priced GTX 1650s. Um, Again, there's a link to the BH photo in the video description down below if you want to try to find this. I'm guessing this will sell out because it's going to have limited supply at this price. Um, so you can check that out. I can go ahead and add this to the sheet real quick. I don't anticipate this one's going to be on there for very long though. Lenovo IdeaPad 15.6 inch. I've got a GTX 1650. What was it? An i5. Go ahead and just move this sucker out. Got to do the old dual window action here. And so we've got an i5 10300H. So it's a pretty crappy processor, but I mean, this is one of the better, really, really cheap laptops I've seen. So, all right. Let me go ahead and get the official link here for this. I'm not going to fill out all the benchmarks for this. Just going to try to get it up here so people can be aware of that it's here, and because we're also trying to move through this. So we got a 256 gig SSD plus 1 TB HDD. That's pretty good. And I'm gonna say that's a 5-star deal rating and worth buying. I'm gonna give it a meh thumb, but it's super good deal for what I've seen compared to what most deals are out there right now. BH Photo. Cool. All right, now just gotta make sure this goes to the updated section. And then, all right, go and update the list. Okay, so that Lenovo that I just mentioned should be on the list now. All right, let's go and check what other things we might have here at Best Buy. Asus TUF 15-inch, 8-core i7. Just checking the chat real quick. Do you think of the Ryzen 7 3070 32 gig? Nomadic, I don't know. You have to give me the whole pricing and the full specs because it's hard for me to know if I don't know all the specs. Okay, so the Asus TUF Dash F15, $12.99, only $50 off. This doesn't seem like that good of a deal. I'm only going to really worry about adding it to my list if it's actually a good deal, at least right now, because we're going to try to move through all these deals. I'm not seeing anything else here that is like a major standout deal. We got an i9 11th gen, 32 gigs of RAM, 4K display though. It's not that great. Okay, this one maybe $29.99 for an i9 8-core, 30 gigs of RAM, 16 by 10, 3080. So this is the Legion 7i basically, but for $200 more than what Lenovo's offering it, right? So again, I don't think I could call that a very great deal, but it's okay. Also, I'll just put it into the Legion 7i as an alternative link for people to consider. All right, so that's B&H Photo done. Let's go ahead and move on to Adorama. So Adorama, let's go to percentage savings, I guess. This is not working for us. Let's go price. We want to go to laptops and notebooks. $29.99 is too much for that, Archer. Yeah, it's $200 more than what Lenovo is offering it, and it's about $200, $300 less than what Lenovo is selling it for typically. So it's still technically a sale. I wouldn't call it a great deal though. It's just like it is what it is, you know. So I just give people the options so they can decide for themselves what they want to buy. All right, so percentage savings. We've got a Aero 15 OLED, 4K gaming laptop, 3080, 1 TB. Interesting. It's so weird having a 3080 with an OLED, but that's a good price for a 3080. It's just the OLED display, you know, and it's a low TDP, so it's really not going to be that good of a. I don't know. I guess I would probably price this at around 2300 probably. So it's still better than average on the pricing. Razer Blade Stealth 13 1650 Ti, $12.99, $500 off. That's super overpriced. I would not recommend that. Razer Book 13, Full HD, $14.99. It doesn't even say what processor or what GPU it has. Does this even have a special GPU? I'm not sure, but I think the Razer Book may just be Intel Xe. Yeah, I don't think this even has a GPU. Yeah, Artur. Yeah, I agree. I think it's better to go with the Lenovo official links for the if you want to get the best deal on the Legion 7i. Razer Blade Stealth 13. Again, no. Katana 3050, an i5 11400H. 799. That seems pretty reasonable. Let's see what else it comes with. What about the RAM? And so only 8 gigs of RAM, 512 gig SSD. Yeah, it's hard for me to even be like, that's a great deal. I don't think that's a great deal. It's just okay. Let's see here. I think we might already have this on here. Katana, 799. Let's go to the top of the sheet here. Yeah, I mean, I just can't recommend that deal either. I don't want to waste people's like this is okay. It's not a Black Friday deal. It's just like an okay. It'd be like an okay deal on a normal day. Not even that special, really. Um, Again, just an okay deal. I think we already have that on the list. ORS 15P 3060. This should already be on the list, but it's $100 more than Best Buy, so don't buy it from Adorama. 15P 3080. All right, for 19.99. So there's $100 more than what Best Buy had it for, but Best Buy had it for a really good price already. So this is a 3080 ORS 15P. Let me make sure this is actually on the list already. So if it's sold out for $18.99, we might just change the price to $19.99. Any Razer laptops that cost less than 1,000? Uh, Maybe if you buy like a refurbished one with like a 2060, you might be able to pull that off. Interesting. 21.99 is what this says. Are we not on the same page? This says 19.99. You saved two. I'm so confused. Is this not the same page? Why is it $200 more when I clicked through the link? Let's see here. There's one review here on this one review here on this one. It's $200 more though when you go through the link. What is going on, Adorama? That does not make sense. All right, so this is the actual product number, GIYD742. GI. Okay, so it's a slightly different product number. Let's see if I can update the link to the cheaper listing. That's so silly. All right, let's see if this works. There we go. Now we're getting the proper listing price. So let's go ahead and update that Adorama link. There we go. All right, so that is now available. So that's another good deal, I think. I wouldn't say it's an amazing deal, but if you need something that's better ports than the GP66, it's now 19.99, basically, to be able to get it in stock. What's the best deal on HP? You're looking at a 17-inch and a 3070. Yeah, so it's I think it's this one right here. For 15.99, you can get a HP Omen 17T, an i7 11800H 3070 up to 140 watt, 16 gigs, 512 gig SSD, and a QHD 165 hertz display for 15.99. I think that's a steal of a deal, really good deal right there. If you're looking for a 17-inch. What do you think about the MSI Creator 15 professional laptop? I don't I don't have any experience with the MSI Creator, but it's very, very similar to like the GS66 series from the last time I did a hands-on with them. I don't know why this is. Oh, it needs to switch position. Okay, go up one. All right. Okay, so that's BH4. Let's go ahead and take a gander on Amazon. What do we got for Amazon? Let's sort by, I don't know. Let's go. Is there a way to see like Black Friday deals? Check mark. Boom. Gaming laptops, Black Friday deals. Electronics Max 17, RTX 3080. $22.99. So the way to get to this exact page would be you go to the link in the description to Amazon, you go click Black Friday deals, and this is what's going to come up. Max 17 3080 $22.99. QHD 165 hertz display, Ryzen 9. That's a pretty solid deal. Definitely priced lower than normal. Chirovet says that's a great deal, but I can't click on it. You see no clickable links. What do you mean? So if you want to click on the HP Omen 17 right here, you follow this across, and then you click this HP store link, and it'll take you right to the configuration page. I would recommend using a computer if possible to click these links. And then you would just go down here to the 3070 right here, and then you also would click the QHD display to add the better display. Boom, $15.99. Thoughts on the GP66 with the 1440p display and the 3080? It's $50 more than the GP66 with a 1080p display. Benjamin Jones, where did you find that? Is that on Newegg, or that sounds like a pretty nice upgrade for $50 more? Was that electronics a 3080 or a 3070? So that electronics was a 3080 for $22.99. So you just go to the Amazon link in the description down below, click Black Friday deals, and this popped up. It's a sponsored link though, so I don't know if this is going to change each time you load the page or not because it's a sponsored link. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of a deeper dive on this guy. And I can put a link to this actually, specifically right here. And we can go ahead and add this. This is a pretty good deal, I think. Electronics Max 17. We'll go ahead and pull out this. Let's do a quick overview of this Max 17 real quick. So 17 left in stock right now. Ryzen 9 5900HX 3070 is a very lightweight machine. QHD 6, so it's a fully featured machine with nothing you have to upgrade. Only 512 gig SSD. That's very sad. If you're looking for something very lightweight, I would say this is a good option. It's a pretty plain design, but it has pretty good port selection for how thin and light it is. I think it weighs around 4.5 pounds or something like that. For a 17-inch laptop, it's okay, 5 pounds. It says they're claiming 5 pounds, but it's a very nice overall machine and very powerful for the weight class. What do you think about the Costco GE76 Intel 11th Gen i7 3060 for $11.99? Nice. That seems like a really solid deal for $11.99. Here, let me just link this in the live stream chat. So that is the Max 17 link right there. Wait. Did it go? There it goes. Okay. So that should take you to the Amazon the Amazon Max 17. But let me go and add this. So we have, what's our processor? So I'm gonna go and pull this out and so I can put it in my other window so I can dual window it. All right. So we have a Ryzen 9 5900HX, RTX 3080 to 135 watt, I believe, which is very good for the size of the machine. 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig SSD, and a QHD 165 hertz display. And the price was $22.99. I'd value that laptop probably at 2,400 probably. 24, yeah, probably about 24, 25 would be my guess. Something right around that range. Maybe a little higher. I guess traditionally, most of the year, I guess it would probably have been more like 26 Probably 2650, something like that. For like for the most of the prices for the last year, that's probably what I've gone for. I think yeah, that's what I would value it at for competitively. Bad panel with very slow response time on the GE76OS Swanee says. So be aware of that, I guess, if you're going to consider going for that. Let me go and add this Amazon link. Make sure it works. Cool. All right, and I got to update the category here. I don't have time to add all the benchmarks to these listings that I'm just adding because I'm doing this live, but I'll give this a 5-star, and I do think this is worth buying. Two thumbs up. I think a lot of people will be happy with this laptop. All right, we're going to go and update the list. Refresh. All right, so that's now been added from Amazon. Boom. All right, let's go back to Amazon. So see if we can find some more deals. Ones that are actually worth it. Nice. So if you, whatever your budget is, everyone that's asking, like which laptop do I recommend for a different budget price? My recommendation is to go to this list and filter by your budget price range. That's going to be your best way to like narrow down which laptops will be the best options right around whatever your price range is. Okay. GL66, RTX 3070. Ooh. Really? That seems like a pretty solid deal. Ooh. This is going to be a low watt 3070. Straight from the MSI store. I do like that. For 1300, that's the cheapest 3070 I've seen so far. I'll put that in the description. The list, there's a link to this list in the video description down below. That's the link to this MSI. So let me pull this link out or this listing out. And so I can add this. I'm actually, yeah, that's pretty nice. Here, I can just copy this. That'll be easier, right? Okay, so GL66, got an i7, RTX 3070, 685, boom, 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 144 hertz, full HD, and this was a $12.99 price point. And that is, what would I value that at? 1600? Probably 1650, I think. I wonder how good the display quality is on this machine. Let me go ahead and, either way, that's still a 5-star deal for just raw bang for the buck. Very nice. For 1300, that's the cheapest 3060 or 3070 that I've found so far. That's gonna sell out, I bet. Let me grab the link again. Make sure we're working. We are working. So $12.95 for that. Oh, and it's $12.95, not $12.99. $12.95, $12.94.99. Okay. Still very, very nice deal for the money. Okay. That should be good to go. Let's go ahead and keep looking for Amazon, see if there's any other insane deals here. M15R4 3060, 10th gen. That's pretty crappy. 3050 for 879. That's very similar to the Best Buy deal. Meh, it's okay. Prometheus 17 Ryzen 7 4800H with a 3060 for 1349. Meh. Stealth M15M full HD 144 hertz quad core 3060 1218. That's meh. The Oris 15P 3060 just blows that out of the water. It's just like not even a competition. Um, Here's a Max 17 3070 QHD for 1799. It's okay. We're getting better deals in a lot of there's a lot of other better deals going on besides that one. But that one's okay. I think the same link will work for that one as the other one. Let me just double check. It's gonna be at the very top of my list now. There's so many deals. It's pretty crazy right now. Look at all. There's just dozens of deals right now. Um, where is it? There it is. Okay, and we go over to the right. Let me see if this links to the same spot. So yeah, you can get the 3060 version, 3070 version all from this page. So it's kind of all together. Not a good deal. 1799 version of this is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's an amazing deal. It's pretty good though. How do they do a 3060 for the same price as the 3070 with a way worse processor? The pricing is pretty weird on Amazon sometimes. Okay. All right, moving on. There doesn't appear to be any other good deals here on Amazon, at least not the Black Friday section. This one's decent. Prometheus 17, QHD 3070 1699. Decent option. Again, link to the Amazon Black Fridays in the description down below if you want to find this list. There's that Max 17 again. Keeps popping up. Okay. I don't see anything else here. Move on to the next one. HP's website here. Okay, what do we got on HP's website? Is this the good deal? Home at 17. Cheryl, I can't see the specs, so I'm not sure. Okay, so these are misleading based on what they list here. So just keep that in mind. HP 16Z, that's not it. So $799 for a 1650 Ryzen 5. No, that's not a great deal. It's okay. It's not, yeah, it's not. If it was 700 or less, maybe. All right, here's the Omen 17. So this is the same deal that's on the sheet already. So nothing new here. What about this one? A 3060 i5 for $1399. No, it's not a good deal. 3060 i7. 3060 ISS, not a great deal. 3060 i7. Let's go and check the full details out. Omen 16. I feel like this is a decent deal. Again, link in the description to this. Solid. This is just a solid deal. Nothing amazing, nothing terrible though. Definitely have some better deals on the market. But if everything else sells out and this is the last one left, it's still above average. What do you think about the HP Pavilion 15Z? It's a very budget-oriented laptop, and I would only recommend buying it if it's very much on sale. What do you think about the Alienware M15R5? I think it's a very thin and light portable machine that people try to treat um, Like it's the same size as a Zephyrus G15. Like it's the same footprint size. So you got to think of it as like a thin and light portable category for the Alienware M15R5. And it's pretty high wattage. It's a higher wattage than the Zephyrus G15. So it runs hotter and it runs warmer. So the thermals aren't as good. The performance also can be meh sometimes, depending for the price and specs. But if you can get it on sale, that's where I think it's really a good deal still. Um, so that's why it's kind of like this weird thing where Alienware typically does like the larger laptops that have like really good cooling with high power limits to maximize performance, and the Alienware M15R5 kind of bucks that trend a little bit and goes for thinner, more compact, and still tries to be powerful. Well, it can't be quite as powerful as some of the thicker laptops. So that's kind of my thoughts on the Alienware M15R5. It's this weird blend, and people kind of judge it as if it's a thicker laptop when it's actually a thinner, more portable laptop. So, okay, here's Lenovo's primary page covering all of their deals. So let me see if there's another, like real quick, I'm just gonna kind of explore around here because there may be another section for Black Friday deals. Let's just click on their laptops page. A lot of these places have like, you know, like a featured Black Friday deal section, but I don't see any. So might have to just click on their most popular laptops here. None of these things are jumping out as on sale. It's not even marking this one down. This one's on sale, but it's not saying it. It's on sale. What do you recommend most for around $1,500 or below? I did talk about that, Christopher McHale. So go back a little bit, but basically, um, some of the deals have been sold out. But I think the Oris 15 P3070 for about 1,500. I think it's 1,550 is a good option. But you can just look on the list and look around that $1,500 price point. So for $1,500, you have the 3060 Zephyrus. You have the Oris 15P with the 3070. If you go a little cheaper, you could go with the Legion 7i with the 3060. This is a really good option for 1539. Might be my top pick for under 1500. But you also have a more powerful option like this one, like the Delta 15 with the 6700M. So there's you gotta there's a lot of good options actually under 1500. And if you want to go well below but still get a fully featured machine, this Oris 15P, 1199, really nice. Okay. Do I know how long HP's Black Friday sales will last? Well, HP marked down their laptops another $100 more than they were yesterday. So I'll bet you that HP deal with the $100 extra that's off is probably only going to go on just for today or maybe for a few more days. I don't know. Oftentimes these deals are only good for one day. All right, so this one's okay. 3060 for 1299. Let's move on. Legion laptops. Let's start clicking here and trying to get into the meat of the deals. We'll have to just like keep going back because we have to just, I guess, click on each one, which is really a very bad design, Lenovo. People can't see your deals very clearly and easily. Lenovo's site is just really crappy for comparing deals and finding them quickly. Okay, here's an interesting deal. You get the Legion 5 with the RX 6600M. This is very similar to an RTX 3060. Ooh, for 1,039. Let's go and build the PC. Let's check it out. Monkey says, was looking at the GE76 11800H, 16 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte NVMe RTX 3080, 165 hertz QHD. Tempted to get it. I don't know what the price is, Monkey, so I can't tell you. I would value that laptop with a 2 terabyte 3080. That's I'd probably value that laptop at about $2,800 to $3,200 in that range ish. So depending on what you can actually buy that for, that would be like how much of a discount you'd be getting. Okay. Here we are, 1,039 for a Ryzen 5 5600H. You can also upgrade for $60 more if you want. That's pretty nice. I like that upgrade. 2 more cores basically for 60 bucks. Um, only 8 gigs of RAM, so you need to get, let's just get that to 16. It's much better. So you do have a 512 gig. You can upgrade it for 155 or $70 right there. Oh, you can also upgrade the display for $100 more. Interesting. So you're really, you could keep upgrading. There's a lot of customization on this thing. But for my pick, you're probably looking like the budget-oriented pick would be like this. 1095 for a Ryzen 5 5600H with the RX 6600M. That's a good deal, but I think I'd recommend a RTX 3060 over this, just in general, because you have RTX and DLSS, and this would only be really attractive to me if it had a much better screen and an 8-core CPU for this price. But it's still good. I wouldn't say it's a bad deal by any means. Um, yeah, what is the best gaming laptop for 12 to 1300? I'd probably go with the Aorus 15P, right around there, or the MSI Delta 15. Okay. $340 off, $380 off. Let's check this one out. 8 core, 6600M. Okay, so this is basically all the configured 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes of SSD, 13.9. It's okay. It's an okay deal, nothing amazing. Only if you can like maybe pair this with another coupon or something to make it actually really, really good. To take even more value down. Would I say these are like insanely good deals or anything? All right, so let's move on to the next Lenovo. Let's check out the Legion 7. This is one of my, this is very similar to the Legion 7i, but with Ryzen processor as the focus. So, whew, oh yeah. This is basically just like the Legion 7i, but with a Legion with a Ryzen processor. So if you prefer a Ryzen processor for the same price, really nice option right here. I just bought a Legion 5 5600H 3060, but my Radeon software won't open. Yeah, sorry, I can't troubleshoot you right now. Um, True, that looks like a pretty good deal. You might want to upgrade the display to QHD though. That would be my main thing. And then I think that's perfect. Like a really solid deal. Okay, so I would say I don't have time right now to go through all of this because I have to add the live stream soon. But I'm going to work on adding some more of these deals to the sheet because some of these are very, very nice. I mean, I think let me just grab. So we can grab. I can grab this list and just update that Legion 7i or Legion 7 to this link right here because I want that to be up there at least. So let me go ahead and clear my filter and add a new filter to Legion 7 because I think people should know about that one too because if they want the Ryzen processor instead. Legion 7 3060. This one is, what was it? 1439. So also an excellent deal. $360 off, and that's actually like that's what the price was. So I'll give that a 5-star rating. And let me update the link. Let's put it in the brand section. I don't, maybe this link will work. Let me see. Yeah, it does work. Okay, so I don't need to change that. I just need to delete this link then. Ooh, sorry about that, if you can hear that. Okay, all right, so we gotta update put this onto the sale list, discount. Okay, cool. So I updated the price, and that'll be going up to the discount section as well. But yeah, if you're looking for a Lenovo, I would recommend looking through these because you'll probably be able to see some more deals, maybe on the Legion 5i or Legion 5 Pro, maybe the Legion 5. But this would definitely be one to look through if you're in the market for a Legion laptop. Again, link in the description for that. Okay, so I won't have the time as well to go through all the eBay listings. But if you really want to do a deep dive, there may be some sales here, right? Okay, so look, you can you can go in here and there's the official listing price right now for some of these Best Buy deals on eBay.com. So maybe something that's been sold out. Let me just check. Zephyrus G15. This is sold out on Best Buy. Maybe there's some good deals here. You can get some pre-owned deals. Interesting. I didn't see the official Best Buy. Is there a way to see shop Best Buy on eBay? Let's see what here's Best Buy's official eBay store, which is probably just the same as eBay dot or BestBuy.com prices, probably. I don't know. Let's see. See price. Oris 15P 1199 with a NVIDIA 3060. Yeah, so same exact pricing as Best Buy officially. So you can go on eBay and look around. There may be some deals there. I don't know. Another place to look around would be to check out Costco here. Looks like they have 1199 for the MSI Alpha for the RX 6600M. That's pretty nice, but it's worse than a 3060, so I wouldn't. That's not one I would highly recommend, but it's an option if you're a Costco member, you know, and you would prefer to buy from Costco. The GS66 Stealth here. Let me zoom in so it's easier to see this. 2199 for an i9 11900H. It's all right. The big thing here is we got the 240 hertz QHD display with a 3070 and an i9. It's good value. I wouldn't call it great value. MSI Katana 3060 for 1299. Good value again. Another option to consider. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Oris 15P deal though. Here's the Asus Zephyrus S17. Oh, but it's only a 3060 for 2199. Oh my God, that's a bad deal. But still, it's a Zephyrus. This is the first time I've seen an Asus Zephyrus S17 for sale, actually for sale. Uh, is the MSI Delta 15 better than the GL66 3070? They're going to be very close. If they're the exact same price, I'd probably go with the GL66 for a 3070 over the MSI Delta, but it just depends on what's available and what the pricing looks like. So, in summary, here we've got some interesting deals from Costco to take a look at. If you're a Costco member, if you're not a Costco member, I'm not seeing any deals that are like stand out enough to be like worth paying for a Costco membership just to buy. At least not yet. I am a Costco member myself, so it's not like I couldn't potentially buy one of these, but I'm just not seeing anything that's like truly amazing. Like this is cheaper on HP's website, you know, right? Like this is $100 cheaper on HP's website. So like this is clearly a nice laptop, but basically this is the Omen 17T. but it's only a 1080p display too, so it's actually $200 cheaper on HP's website than on Costco. Not worth it. GE76 3070 1080p 360 hertz display i7. That's nice. Oh, we have to sign in to see the price. Why can't we see the price? I don't know what the price is. I don't want to. I don't think I've even signed up officially for Costco's online, so I can't log in to find out the price. But yeah, if you're a Costco member, definitely worth taking a look at those. Maybe going in local, see if there's any local stock. Johnny Saxon says, "Sorry, Gizmo, if you already addressed this, but how about the G17 Strix 3070 5900HX for 2100, no mucks?" That seems a bit overpriced, Johnny. I wouldn't recommend that. That's only a $1799 laptop right there, what you just described. Looking for the best 3080 for around $2,000. So going for the GP66 looks like the best option. Thoughts? Yeah, Mahmoud, I think that's the right one. Um, unless you need the better ports, that would be the main thing. If you need better ports, then I'd say um, go for the Aorus 15P for 2000. That'll offer you a better port selection with a similar level of performance. Okay. All right. So here we are, Micro Center. Let's see what Micro Center's got going on. And please keep in mind all of these links. I do want to mention that some of them are affiliated, but some of them are not. Like this Micro Center is not affiliated with me at all. So some of these links will go to support me, and some of them won't. Most of these will do have some form of affiliation, but like the Costco, Micro Center, and HID Evolution, I am not affiliated with at all. And I also want to mention that some of the other brand stores, like Razer.com, I'm not affiliated with, but they might have some deals. Let's just pop over there and see what Razer's got going on. Um, Cyber Frenzy, they're calling it. Unleash the Cyber Frenzy. Razer Blade 15 Advance. Let's see what you got. What you got for me, Razer? Anything here worth it? Not really. These all just like normal pricing to me. Nothing on sale even. Okay. Is there's no way to sort by like, let's see, maybe the Razer Blade 14's on sale? Nope, no one on sale. I don't know. I guess Razer's not really doing any Black Friday sales. So it's kind of sad. Anyway, all right, so back to Micro Center. Let's check what Micro Center's got going on. G15 RTX 3070 for 1999. That's $200 more than the standard price. I don't know why. Oh, I guess it's 32 gigs of RAM. I guess that's slightly upgraded. That's just normal pricing though. Acer Predator Helios, 3070, 1799, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte. Again, pretty normal-ish pricing. Not really on sale at all. Main Gear Vector. So this looks like the equivalent to the electronics. Right here, this is the equivalent of the Max 17, I believe, but sold by Main Gear instead. So it's the same price as well. So if you prefer to buy from Micro Center rather than Amazon, like if you got a Micro Center near you, maybe you could order this for pickup or something. So that's another option to consider. Pretty good deal there. Uh, ROG Strix G15, 3070, 1899. A little bit better. Main Gear Vector. So this is the high-end version. Nah, that's not worth it. GE76 Raider, 3080. Just the normal pricing. I'm surprised Micro Center's not doing any kind of like really blockbuster deals. Like Micro Center typically has pretty reasonable pricing on most of their stuff, like competitive with Newegg, but nothing here is standing out to me as like in particularly amazing. Let's sort by lowest price and see what we got going on. Acer Nitro 5, 3050 for 899. Meh. MSI Sword, 17-inch. So you get a 17-inch sword. This is the first time I've seen the 17-inch sword. 3050 Ti with the i7 11800H. All right. That's a pretty reasonable deal. I'll give that one a thumbs up. Probably not 2 thumbs up, but if you're really want the sword and it's local, you got a Micro Center local, then that's a pretty good option. Helios 300, 11800H, 3050 Ti. Eh, not amazing. It's okay. $50 more expensive than this one. And I think this one has the same specs. So go with this one. It's like if I give this one a one thumbs up, I would give this one like a sideways thumbs because it's, when you're getting into the budget thing, the budget models, every $50 is a pretty noticeable bump in price. Okay, Katana GF76, 3060, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 TB SSD. Let me zoom these in so it's a little easier for you guys to see this. Um, it's all right. This is a good deal. 11800H 3060 for 1299. Good deal, not amazing deal. Doesn't beat like the Oris 15P for 1199, for example, though. There's a number of deals that we've talked about today that are better than this, but it's a good deal. Acer Predator 300. Again, no, that's just not good. Yeah, another Acer Predator 300, 11800H 3060 for 1399. I mean, if it wasn't Black Friday, that would be a good deal. It's Black Friday and there's just a lot better deals everywhere else. So I mean, I'm just like I can't recommend that. Uh all right, here's a decent deal. Ryzen 7 5800H RTX 3070, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 TB SSD, main gear vector. Does this have a QHD display? If this has a QHD display, then I would give it at least a one thumbs up, if not a two. It'd be like between a one and a two thumbs. Okay, so it's only 1080p 240 hertz, which makes me give it so at least a one thumbs up. So this is equal to the Max 15 right here. So potential deal right there as well if you're looking for something very thin and light. So if you want to look through these, again, I'd mainly recommend Micro Center if you've got one local to you, because otherwise, if you're buying to ship it to you, I don't think their return policy is very generous when you're shipping it back. I don't know if they cover return shipping if you have to do a return and stuff like that. Their Micro Center really focuses on their in-store experience. Lastly, let's check HID evolution, and then I'll try to answer any questions in chat before we end the stream. Looks like all of their big deals right here are sold out, but let's go ahead and check at least a couple more pages of their stuff. This is a very tiny web page. Let's blow this up. 3050 for 1200, no. 3050 for 1300, no. 3050 Ti for 1250, no. I'm afraid I think they only did like that one Black Friday sale, which is it's funny because I was actually able to buy a couple of them from, pick up a couple of these deals right here. And the deals are actually really good. They're like insanely good, but they only could sell so many of them, I guess. So out of stock. So I guess that's it for HID Evolution. Is there any other websites that are going to have? I checked CyberPower PC. I didn't check iBuyPower. Let's see if iBuyPower has anything. Um, CyberPower didn't seem like it had anything, at least not in the laptop segment. Let's check their gaming laptops. $50 off on laptops over $12.99. That's a pretty crappy deal. Okay, so I mean, this is the standard price, $17.99 for a Strix G15 3070. So, I mean, the fact that you can even order it, I guess, is because it's basically been sold out all year, but it's Black Friday, and I think that should be $16.99 or less, I think, if you want to be competitive. So, iBuyPower doesn't look like they really have anything insane going on for their Black Friday deals, which is kind of sad. Looks like they have a lot of stuff that's sold out. So, interesting that iBuyPower is not really doing the custom laptops as much. I guess that's what these Chimeras are. But yeah, okay. So I'm not really seeing anything that's really insane for iBuyPower. Uh, very interesting, right? This whole Black Friday sales. Let's just end the stream by going over the top 5 deals for the year that I've found so far. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to pause that. I don't need that going. Okay. We are going to sort our list. Let me go to the live version. What's the best laptop under 700? You're probably, if you're going for under 700, I would try to shoot for an RTX 3050. I would probably skimp on the processor, go for like the cheapest processor. You can get like a 6 core or maybe even a quad core, and try to go for a 3050 or 3050 Ti with at least a 144 hertz display. If you can get all of that for under 700, it's awesome. So like this Dell G15, that's decent. It's a GTX 1650 though. This one right here. This would be a great one for under 700, but this one's sold out. Maybe you can find something similar on some of these other websites that I went over today. Like maybe you can find something similar on Amazon or Newegg or or what's another one? BH Photo. The BH Photo Lenovo. Where's the Lenovo deal? Didn't we add that? Is that at the bottom? I am. There should be a Lenovo deal for like 600, though the GTX 1650. Where is it? It's at BH Photo. I don't know why it's not up there. So right here, $619 for a GTX 1650 right here. And there's a link to BH Photo, this page right here, so you can easily find this if you want to pick it up. But this one will sell out, I think. And this one is at least a decent option. I wouldn't call it amazing though. Like this other deal, I would say this Asus Tough is just a lot better deal because you get a 6-core CPU, a 3050, and a 144 hertz display. All of those are noticeable upgrades, and it's only $50 more or $60 more. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's go through the best deals for Black Friday to round out this live stream. Okay, so the deals that are actually still alive, but the ones that sold out, Alienware M15R5. This was probably the best deal overall with a QHD 240 hertz display for $14.99. Absolutely insane. It was really, really good. $701 more than my estimated value. GP66 Leopard. This is my next best and the best one that is currently available in stock for $17.99, $2,400, $600 difference in value. Absolutely insane. Uh, Alienware M15R6, i7 11800H, 3070 QHD 240 hertz display for $16.99. This one might be sold out already. It was sold out when I posted it, but it will probably sell out by the end of today, I would guess. Let's see if it's sold out yet. It's already sold out now. So yep, that was sold out during the live stream here. Alienware X15, very nice deal here. This one, I don't know if that one's sold out yet. Let's see if that one's sold out. And then we have the Alienware M15. A lot of deals from Alienware. $2,000 for the Alienware 15R4. Again, I think Dell is like gonna sell out all. So this one's still available for the X15. This one was sold out. Now it's $250 more. Legion 7i is very nice. Aero 15 OLED is very nice. Okay, so I gotta figure out which ones of these are the absolute best. Okay, my top picks: Oris 15P, 3060, best one for under 1200 is what I would say, based on what we've seen so far and what's still available. Delta 15, still available, $12.99. Absolutely killing, crushing deal right here. Really, really good deal. I think it's worth the upgrade potentially from the Oris, but maybe not as well, depending on if you like it. I think the Oris will be a slightly better quality machine overall. but very close. These are very close to each other. Omen 15T 3070 QHD, 165 hertz for 1599. Killing deal right here. Really good deal on this one as well. I think this is the fact that it goes up to 140 watts. You got the mux, you got an 8 core. It's like the whole package for a really high-end laptop for 1599. I really like that. That's a two giant thumbs up deal for me. And really stands out. The Asus Zephyrus G15, I would put this up there as one of the top 5 deals probably, or close to it, probably a top 10 deal, but it's sold out already. Hmm. Legion 7i and the Legion 7, I would put this in the top 5, I think. Both of these are just really, really solid machines for the money, extremely premium. Like, you know how like when you use like a MacBook Pro or one of those really high-end expensive laptops, everything just feels great on the machine. Like it's tight, it's rigid, the keyboard, the touchpad, it's all just feels so premium. That's the Legion 7i. That's the Legion 7, in my opinion. And the fact that you can get that for 1439, it's a really, really good deal. And I would highly recommend it for under 1500. It's just the main downside to it is that you can probably get a little bit more GPU performance if you get one of the 3070s. So you're kind of trading a little bit of GPU performance for a more premium experience with these two right here. But otherwise, I would say this is probably right there at the right in my top 5 as well. Yeah, if you can use the other cashback options or the plus $100, like I'm pretty sure if you use the cashback option, I don't get anything from it, but that's okay. Whatever you can do, I actually it seemed like it was a pretty complex process doing the cashback option, which is why I didn't do it when I ordered my Legion 7i. But I know that there's some guides and tutorials on how to get the cash back if you go with if you buy one of the Legion laptops, which will help reduce the price a little bit further and make it even better bang for the buck. So I'm not saying not to do that. Definitely do that if you can figure out how to do that. So I really like this Legion 7 though, and the Legion 7i. I think the 7i is kind of the gaming laptop of the year for me because it's the whole package. It's premium. It's tight finish. It's great performance for the specs that you get with it. Um, and at this price, it's a no-brainer, I think. So, um, yeah, there's a lot of great laptops. So, good luck everybody finding the deal before they sell out, before the deals end here, because I don't think these deals are going to go on for a long period of time. There may be some more deals coming up here in December, like the Christmas specials and stuff. So I don't think the deals will end after today. The ultra good ones, like this Alienware M15R5, I don't think we'll see this again though. Maybe on, I don't know, maybe, but yeah, there's definitely some ultra special deals that we're getting right now that will probably sell out, and then the prices will probably be like $100 or $50 more when they end up repeating later on. So cool, guys. So I'm gonna have to end the live stream now. I've got other things to do. I got family in town, and so we're gonna spend some time with them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Um, Yeah, I think I love the fact there's so many good deals right now. Like, it makes me feel, happy that I guess compared to all of the rest of this year when everything was just sold out constantly, it was really hard to even find anything. This is a big step forward for the laptop community, I think, being able to find these deals and actually be able to buy something that's high quality product that'll perform well, last a long time, and you're paying a good price for it instead of paying a scalper price for it, you know? So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, I did cover basically all of these laptops at the beginning of the video, and then I went through all the websites. So go back and check out the rest of the live stream, the VOD of the live stream, if you want to know my opinion on all these different laptops in the discount section. I will catch you guys another time. I'm going to try to do more of these live streams. I did buy several laptops to do some live streams with, so expect some like benchmarking or overviews of a lot of the laptops on the list soon. So, peace, everybody. Have a great day. Hope you guys all get a laptop that you can love and use for a long time. Whoosh.